Good morning. Hi. Welcome. Day 18. So amazing. So enjoy. Great. Lovely. It's all about just our spine again. It's kind of always about that. So as always, listen to how your body moves. What is wellness for you? We all should look really different. We're all expressing this moment in our bodies and hear what that is. Be what that is, whatever that is. The more you can feel into your body, the more amazing it becomes. Great, guys, come. So hands on your hips and just roll. As you roll, just get the sense and the feeling of the deep of your hips. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Interlock your fingers, rise your arms up towards the ceiling, keep your arms near your ears, and then just roll out through the torso. It's always a little bit creakier first thing in the morning, or if you're doing this in the evening, lucky you. A morning practice, we often meet the shortened, sleepy, and then roll in the other direction. Really hearing your spine, noticing the qualities, the sense of your rib cage, your armpits. You're really staying in the upper body as you do this. Nice. Lower your arms down and come to stand to the front of your mat. So really pushing down into your legs and feel like your legs are super strong on the floor. All of your toes are on the floor and you feel like there's an amazing stand beneath you. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands either side of your feet, straighten through your legs, and then bend your knees. And just do that a few times. You can be up on your fingertips if you wish, or to the flat of the floor. And just get a sense of really straightening and then really bending, keeping your feet flat on the floor. What is the movement possibility of your legs this morning? Listening to the straightening, listening to the bending, straightening, bending. So we're really just warming up into sensation, warming up into the legs. Nice. From here, hands to your shins, lengthen through your spine, look forward. And then hands to the floor, stretch your right leg long, step it back into a lunge position. So again, strong into that back leg, front knee, push your heel into the floor, bend your front knee deeply. Really strong into the legs, draw your navel backwards, engage through the length of your spine. Get longer. Cool, step back into your plank. Again, strong into your legs, strong into your hands, draw your navel towards your spine. Drop your knees to the floor, lower all the way down. Hands to the floor, wider than your mat. Lift your toes, perhaps off the floor, tuck your chin in. Reverse backwards as you rise. And then lowering down, hands to the floor. Push back into your cat. And all the way back into your downward dog. So pull back into your legs again. Heels pull backwards, legs pull backwards. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor and then rounding your back, look towards your navel, lifting through your spine, arching your back, look forward. Rounding your back, look towards your navel, lifting your spine and looking forward. Next time we're going to travel. So rounding your back and then bring your bum back towards your heels, staying rounded. Feel where this stretch happens in your armpits and your spine. And then rocking forward, stay rounded. And then sit backwards. So travel forward and backwards, really enjoying the awakening of the back of your body, really drawing your navel towards your spine, rounding deeply into the chest, rocking forward, rocking backwards, rocking forward, rocking backwards. Nice, one more time. Rocking forwards, rocking backwards. Nice, pull back into your downward dog. And then slowly walk forward, all the way forward to the front of your mat. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, all the way down, hands to the floor, straighten through your legs. Bend your knees. Straighten through your legs. Bend your knees. Straighten through your legs. Bend your knees. One last time. Straighten through your legs. Super strong into all of your toes. Bend your knees. Hands to your shins. Lengthen through your spine. Look forward. Hands to the floor. Stretch your left leg long behind you and step your leg back into a lunge. Find length from the back heel all the way to the front knee and super strong into your leg. So push the front heel a bit more into the floor. Engage backwards into the back heel, back of the knee. Draw your navel towards your spine. Feel that your back of your neck and your shoulders are widening. Nice. Step back into your plank. Strong into your legs. Drop your knees to the floor. Lower all the way down. Fingers are wide. Tuck your chin in and slowly rising up. Lowering down. Hands to the floor. Push back into your cat. Push all the way back into your downward dog. Creating length. Stretch. Reach. Super. Drop both knees to the floor. Rounding your back. Sit your bum back towards your heels. And bringing yourself forward. So walk your hands, maybe one handprint forward from where you are, and do the same thing. Rounding your back. Sit your bum back. And then coming forward. Bring the weight into your hands. I'm not losing the tone in the abdomen as I bring my hips forward. Sit your bum back. Hips forward. Bum back. Hips forward. So you should really feel like there's something traveling through the back of your body in a sense of connected, warm, moving way. One more time. Sit your bum back. Bring your hips forward. Nice. Bring your hands back, one handprint. Push back into your downward dog. And then walk forward to the front of your mat. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, slowly rolling up. Bring your arms wide, palms come together, palms come to rest in front of your chest. Nice, good job. Super. Drop your arms down, reach up towards the ceiling, really pushing down into your legs. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, hands to your shins. Lengthen and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your right leg long behind you and step it back into a lunge. Drop your right knee to the floor and reach both hands up towards the ceiling and reverse backwards so that you're over the right knee, more so than leaning down into your hips. Nice. Lower your arms down, interlock your fingers behind you and draw your shoulders backwards and draw your hands backwards. From here, tuck your tailbone forward. So squeeze your bum and tuck your tailbone forward. So you're not arching your back and sticking your bum back. You're really pulling your hips forward. So where the stretch is going to be is in the front of the right hip, leaning into that front knee, reverse. Leaning into that front knee as you really feel the front of the right hip engaging. Squeeze through the bum, tuck your tailbone forward. Leaning into it. Reverse. One last time. Lean into it. Open through the chest. Maybe look a little bit higher. You're not looking up towards the ceiling. You're literally looking halfway up the wall in front of you. Feel your collarbones open, the front of the belly open as you draw your hips forward. Nice. Release. Shake out your arms. Both hands to the floor. Step back into your plank. And drop your knees to the floor. Lower all the way down. Fingers are wide on your mat, wider than your mat. Keep your chin tucked in as you reverse backwards. Lowering down. Push back into your cat. From here, we're going to side bend in the cat pose. So bend your right elbow and try and bring your right elbow back to your right ankle. I don't think it ever physically could get there, but you're really trying. Right elbow, right ankle. And then come all the way forward into the cat with your arm floating. And then reach your right arm as far over towards the left as you can. Listen to this left shoulder as you do this. And draw your right elbow back to your right heel. No, right knee. Yes, I was right. Right elbow back to your heel. And then travel with your right hand over towards the left. And again. Draw your elbow back to your heel, sitting your bum back deeply. Travel towards the left with your hand. One last time, traveling back. And then over towards the left. Nice. Drop your right hand to the floor. And from here, bring your right fist to the floor actually, and draw your elbow back like a bow and arrow. So your bow and arrow, your fist is beside your chest and your elbows pulled towards the ceiling. Stretch your left leg long at the same time. Breathing into your belly. You can, if you want, float the back foot off the floor, or just leave your foot on the floor, drawing up through your navel. Super. Hand to the floor. Hop that left foot over towards the right side off your mat. So it's all the way off your mat over towards the right side, and look over your shoulder to look back towards the left foot. So I'm really side bending over towards the right, looking over my right shoulder, and my left foot is there, over there, off my mat, long and strong. So lean into that left side, looking back, draw your right shoulder back towards your right hip, squeeze a little bit deeper. Nice. Both knees to the floor, stretch through your legs, pushing back into your downward dog, and then slowly walking forward to the front of your mat. Nice. Rolling all the way up, reach your arms wide, palms come together, bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, hands to your shins, lengthen and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left leg long behind you, step it back into your lunge. Drop your left knee to the floor, reach both arms up towards the ceiling, reverse backwards. Bring both hands down, interlock your fingers behind your back, squeeze through your bum and tuck your tailbone forward. So you're shortening the front and lengthening the back. Nice. And then lean into that left hip. Reversing backwards. Lean into the hip. Reversing backwards. You're really listening. Listen as you move. Tracking what's possible as a range of motion. Range of motion is incredible. It's like what you can use in your daily life. Reverse backwards. Next time we're going to deepen. Going in, maybe looking a little bit higher up the wall. Try and open through the front of the belly a little bit more by drawing the chest and shoulders backwards. Nice. Release. Shake out your arms. Cool. Bring both hands down. Step back into your plank. Drop your knees to the floor. Lower all the way down. Hands to the floor. Fingers are wide. Rising up. Lowering down. Hands to the floor. Push back into your cat. All the way back into your downward dog. Just find the length of your downward dog. Really pulling back into your heels. Drop your knees to the floor. From here, bend your left elbow and bring your left elbow back to your left heel. And then bring your left hand as far to the right side as you can. Left elbow back to your heel. And then over towards the right side. So listen into your rib cage. Listen into your waist as you travel over and back. What happens in the torso? What happens through all the organs of your body? Your central nervous system, the spine, the lungs. One more time. Elbow back to your heel, reaching all the way over. Nice. Bring both hands to the floor. Stretch your right leg long. Bring your left fist to the floor. Pull your left elbow back like a bow and arrow. And just pause there. You can, if you want, lift the right foot off the floor and draw your navel towards your spine, get longer, or just keep your foot on the floor. Nice. Lower your hand to the floor. Take that right leg and hop it over towards the left side of your mat, off your mat. Look over your left shoulder and really squeeze your left shoulder towards your left hip as you lengthen into the right side of your waist. You feel it in your neck, the rib cage, the waist, the hip. the leg, breathing into it. Super cool. Bring both knees to the floor. From here, stretch back into your downward dog. Have a bit of a wiggle. Bending one knee, bending the other knee. Bending one knee, bending the other knee. Nice. Come sit on the floor and stretch your legs out long in front of you. Roll out through your wrists. And roll out through your toes. Even wiggle your eyebrows at the same time. Open all your fingers, open all your toes, lift your eyebrows. Squeeze them all in. Open them all. Squeeze them all in. Open them all. And squeeze them all in. Super cool. So from here, bring your right hand to the floor beside you. And then try and reach with your left hand as far to the right as you can. And you're going to try and touch the floor as far to the right as you can. Your left bum can lift off the floor. And just feel what is the furthest point and mark it in visual. So I have a little dot on the floor there. I'm going, oh, I can see that now. And then come to the other side. Bring your left hand to the floor and reach as far to the left with your right hand as you can. And again, touch a dot on the floor. And coming back. And again, right hand to the floor, reach your left hand over. Oh, I can't find my dot. Coming back. And then left hand to the floor, reach your right hand over. So we're really deeply meeting the waist here, man, the rib cage. So just travel from side to side. And how would you flow? It's very strange. I feel like my bum is walking slowly forward. How would you travel from side to side in softness and in connection, but in a deep sense of powerful twisting, reaching into the spine? Really find the expression of wellness in you. That could be a very small movement because of the history of your spine. That could be an incredibly long movement because of the strength of your abdominal muscles and your rib cage. Yes, I am walking slowly forward, traveling off my mat. One more time each side, reaching, nice, and reaching. Super. Take that right hand and bring it to the outside of the left foot, forward, and bring it back. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right foot. So we're going diagonal to the outside of our feet, coming back. Right hand outside of the left foot. And bring it back, or somewhere down that left leg. Left hand to the outside of the right leg. Nice. And bring it back. Super. So from here, bend your right knee and bring your foot to the floor. Hold on to your right knee and sit up really tall. Really squeeze your belly towards your thigh and your thigh towards your belly. And then round your back, draw your forehead down to your knee. And then lifting through your spine. Get really tall here. One more time. Drop your head down, touch your knee. And then rising up through your spine. Super. Reach both hands forward in front of you. Draw the right elbow back. Bring your fingertips to the floor behind you. And then glide around the corner with your left arm. Bend your left elbow if you wish, or you can keep your left arm long. And just twisting there, really finding the length in your spine. Send strength and length down into that left leg. And really find the rising of your spine. The depth of your twist isn't as important as the integrity and connection from your sit bones, from the sacrum, all the way up into the back of your head, the top of your head. Deepen your breath into your belly. Nice, release. Bring your foot forward, bend your left knee, draw it in towards you, hug it in. Bring it to the floor, interlock your fingers, sit up really tall, squeezing your belly towards your thigh. And then round your back, bring your forehead to your knee. Really try and push your forehead down into your knee. And then rising, lifting up through the spine. And then draw your forehead down to your knee. Nice, one more time. Rising tall, bring both hands forward. Draw your left elbow back, bring your fingertips to the floor, draw your right arm around the corner and twist deeply towards the left. Find the length from your sit bone. So for me, really pushing down into that left leg gives me a sense of the rising spine, the connection from my deep belly all the way up into the top of my head. Nice. Release. Bring both feet forward. Just roll out through your belly. Big circle into your belly. Circling. Circling in the other direction. Nice. And then come lie on your mat. Come all the way down. Landing on your back. Feet are shoulder distance apart. Arms are out to the side. And just sway your knees from side to side. Swaying them down to the right. And then down towards the left. Down to the right. And then to the left. Nice. So you have the option of either bringing the soles of your feet together, your knees apart, and resting there for a few minutes. Bringing the soles of your feet to the floor and resting there with your knees bent. The other option is that you stretch out through your legs and come to pause there. And just notice the length of your spine. We did a lot of work into the back of the body today, into the sides of the waist, into the shoulders and the wrists. What's your experience of your body right now after breathing, connecting, moving? And deepening into your belly, settling. And the geese, they wander around and chew on things. Like if you watch them during the day, they'll chew on the wheelbarrow, they'll chew on the huts, they'll chew on the house, they'll chew on the camping table, they'll chew on the deck. They just chew on everything. So at the moment they're chewing on the house, the window just beyond my feet. That's the kind of that noise that you're hearing. The joys of a flock. You're just feeling down into your belly, maybe having a slight smile on your face. Nice. How amazing. Great, guys. You can stay there for another while. You can just rest as long as you wish, really connecting in. You can do a meditation or an Alexander relaxation or do whatever you need to do. And I will see you again tomorrow, day 19. Amazing. Great, guys. Have a wonderful day. Hold on. Can you see them? Hold on. There they are. Let me see. Just, it's so hard with this. Just there where my finger is where the geese are. You can just about see them. Great, guys. Ciao.